Today at 5 car crashes in Louisville, and now a new effort by local prosecutors and the Metro Police Department trying to lower the fatality rate. It's our top story. Hello, everybody. I'm Doug Proffitt.
And I'm Shay McAllister. Ian Hardwitt spoke to the traffic unit commander today, hoping to better understand the new solution.
A lot of people know our unit as, well, the red Mustang that sits on the side of a certain interstate.
Lieutenant Craig Browning took over LMPD's traffic unit in January and turned his focus to a troubling trend.
Speeds have gone up, number of fatalities have gone up.
An issue he blames on reduced patrols during the COVID-19 pandemic. LMPD is trying to change that with speed monitoring radars and squad cars across all divisions, funded through a state grant. Police are back on the interstates and other roads, ticketing people for speeding.
We're looking to expand our presence.
In the past year, LMPD brought forward 139 charges for serious or fatal injury accidents across Louisville. Here on 7th Street, one of the most dangerous streets owned by Metro Louisville, 17 happened in the course of 5 years. In 2023, nearly 1 in 4 of the deadly crashes happened because of a drunk or drugged driver. However, 2024 looks better so far, but only marginally.
Currently, we have 19 for this year, to include 6 pedestrians. Last year at this time, we had 22 total fatalities.
It's just a start for reversing the deadly trend. Commonwealth's attorney Jarena Weathers, with an expert team of lawyers, joins the effort.
The FAST team is the Fatal Accident Support Team, a specifically trained group of dedicated prosecutors who specializes in these fatal crashes.
Before this announcement, major traffic cases circulated through a much larger pool of assistant Commonwealth's attorneys.
But these particular cases will only go to these 7 prosecutors.
It's their job to collaborate with police early during investigations so they can build strong cases and expedite the legal process. LMPD's goal for the year is a 5% reduction in traffic deaths. In Louisville, Ian Hardwitt, WHAS11, on your side.
Weathers, the first African-American appointed as the Commonwealth's attorney for Jefferson County, used a similar partnership with Metro Police earlier in the year for addressing gun violence.
Meanwhile, in Bardstown today, new developments in the Crystal Rogers case. Joseph Lawson has now requested to move his trial out of Nelson County. Joseph Lawson now joins Brooks Houck and Steve Lawson as the third person charged in this case to request a change of venue. Lawson's attorney used the same motion Brooks Houck's attorney had already filed. According to court documents, Houck's attorneys do not believe that he can receive a fair trial from jurors living in Nelson County or the surrounding counties. They would like to move the trial to either Boyd County or Davis County. Attorneys argue Boyd County has similar demographics to Nelson County, while Davis County is slightly bigger, but still an option. This case is going to court next week on March the 21st. The Floyd County, Indiana Republican Party is now distancing itself from Jamie Knoll.
More of our coverage on this ongoing investigation tonight. The party sent a letter detailing the steps it's taken since Knoll was charged with 25 felonies. Travis Breeze following the developments today. Travis?
Well, Doug and Shay, the Floyd County Republicans sent us and 8 other news organizations a letter Monday night saying that our party's silence has led to significant confusion and misinformation. The chair, vice chair, and treasurer of the Floyd County Republicans described Knoll's allegations as a shock to the entire community. They say as more details became public, their leadership and other counties within the Indiana 9th Congressional District began to question if Knoll should remain as the 9th District and Clark County GOP chair. They co-signed a letter asking him to step down. Now, the Indiana GOP has never confirmed for us that Knoll did indeed step down, but as of today, Amanda Lowry of Jackson County is listed as the Indiana 9th District GOP chair. The 3 committee leaders say while Knoll is innocent until proven guilty, they support the investigation. In the studio, Travis Breeze, WHAS 11 on your side.
Travis, thank you very much. A Louisville judge today sets a hefty bond for the man accused of killing a 15-year-old girl in the Algonquin neighborhood back in January. Police say surveillance video led them to 20-year-old Adrienne King, now charged in the death of Dovia Purnell. LMPD says the video shows King arriving at the Parkway Place apartment complex on January 29th. He's seen walking toward Purnell's home with a gun in his hand, later showing the two walking together. Soon after, officers responded to a reported shooting and found Purnell shot in the back of the head. Police say the two were involved in a sexual relationship and that King had posted on social media that he was going to kill her. He is also charged with sexual misconduct and distributing child pornography. Today, the judge set his bond at $1 million. He'll be back in court on March 20th.
Well, this week we are celebrating that later sunset, and today it's warm sunshine as we head into the evening.
You could really feel the difference out there. In fact, things are greening up a little bit from our live camera looking north of Louisville and Scottsburg. Let's check in with meteorologist Colleen Peterson about the low temperatures tonight. Is it still going to drop a lot tonight, Colleen?
No, it's not. We're actually going to stay in the mid-40s, so we have a pretty mild evening ahead. But something you'll notice outside, enjoying the sunny 70-degree weather, we have some high allergens out there. So if you have a throbbing headache like myself because of this allergies, you want to dose up on that Claritin. We have high levels through Thursday as we're starting to transition into that spring season. So I think that's our biggest takeaway of seeing this beautiful weather is that 70 degrees right now. We're seeing mostly sunny skies. Some areas are seeing a few upper level clouds out there, but we're all nice and dry, clocking in 69 in Bardstown. You'll likely get to 70 here over the next 30 minutes. Sunset not until 7:48 p.m. Sunrise 7:58 tomorrow morning. So a few more hours of enjoying this beautiful weather that we're having. So Tuesday night plans, we're still going to be nice and bright at 6 p.m. Temperatures will be starting to cool off into the upper 60s at that time. And then by the time we head towards 8 p.m., we'll be in the low 60s, starting to get a little bit darker out there, but I think we don't reach total darkness till right around 8:20 p.m. By 10 o'clock, we'll be staying in the upper 50s with some pretty mild temperatures. So across the nation, we're pretty quiet. We are looking off to the west. It hasn't developed yet, but that's our next system. By tomorrow morning, I think we'll start to see that low pressure start to form. So we'll start to see that rain ramp up as we head towards Wednesday night, Thursday morning, off and on scattered showers, and I think that front will pass through late Thursday night into Friday morning. So an overnight event. I'll time out those showers and talk about that threat we could see for storms later this week coming up. Doug, Shay.
All right, Colleen, thank you very much. Today, Mayor Craig Greenberg announced his 5-year plan to get universal pre-K across Louisville.
It was a promise made to the parents of every 3- and 4-year-old living in Metro Louisville during his campaign for mayor. The affordable child care is a problem for many families in Kentucky. In Kentucky, the average cost of infant care is more than $6,000 a year. That breaks down to more than $500 a month.
Jose Alonso is here now with a breakdown of this new plan from the mayor. Jose, important question here. Did he explain how it's going to be funded?
Shay, Doug, yes, at this moment there is actually no funding in this plan, but the mayor did say that he's going to be including that in his next proposal towards Metro Council. And these funds could go through a nonprofit created to run the Universal Pre-K program. Thrive by 5 Louisville is a new nonprofit established by Mayor Greenberg and his group of early childhood experts. The nonprofit will run separate from Metro government, but will rely on funding approved by Metro Council, state representatives, the federal government, and private investors. The mayor says he plans to ask for financial support in his next budget, and he's going to be submitting that to Metro Council, along with other investments from the state, the American Rescue Plan, and private investors like area businesses. He explained why this program is so important.
But research has clearly shown that intellectual and social learning experience before age 5 is as important as what they learn after age 5, and that early learning can positively impact the rest of their lives.
Mayor Greenberg says the program will develop in 3 phases. First, recruitment of child care centers, both private and nonprofit. 2, provide financial assistance to qualifying families in the next few years. And phase 3 would expand that assistance to those families and other benefits to those who gainfully employed. Now, I also got to speak with Clay Cobbs, the CEO of the YMCA, and he tells me the organizations are on board with the mayor's plan, and they hope this extra source of funding will benefit the future enrollment of students and their early child care providers. Jose Alonso, WHAS11, on your side.
All right, Jose, thanks for the update there. Universal pre-K has been an issue Democrats from all levels of government have called for. President Joe Biden discussed it during a State of the Union address, calling for free preschool access for 3- and 4-year-olds. Kentucky Governor Randy Beshear outlined universal pre-K as a major part of his budget proposal. The governor has long supported the free pre-K, believing that it would boost the state's workforce.
Since being elected as Kentucky Attorney General, Republican Russell Coleman held his first Opioid Abatement Commission meeting. And in his first address to them, he's outlining his top priorities to fight addiction here in the state of Kentucky. The commission was created to handle the millions of dollars awarded to the Bluegrass State in huge opioid settlements. Attorney General Coleman says there are two pillars in the program: treatment and enforcement. But he says we are entering a new phase spurred by the distribution of fentanyl, and that's prevention. Coleman says his office is creating new prevention initiatives focused on youth education.
But when we see these kids as early as 11 sampling these dangerous substances, when a young person with limitless potential is stolen away because he or she thought they were taking a Xanax, it's our responsibility, yours and mine, to prepare them for this threat they're facing in a new threat environment.
Coleman also asked the commission to consider getting out in the community to visit the programs which were granted money. And he asked that they set aside funds for research so Kentucky can be innovative when it comes to addiction recovery.